the smile that I practiced in the class. I let the questions and the conversations pass. I go to work and I fulfill the daily role. I keep the heavy maintenance upon the show. My friends all tell me that I'm looking very well. They think I finally escaped the private hell. I nod my head and I agree with what they say. I push the memory 1,000 miles away. But when the door is locked and the lights are low, there is a movie that begins to start and show. It isn't dramatic, it isn't loud or screams. It's just you walking through the middle of my dreams. But I miss you quietly, I miss you still, like the silence sitting on the winter hill. I don't make a sound, I don't make a fuss, I don't talk about the wreckage of the years. It's a hum inside the chest, a steady beat. It's the empty space beside me on the seat. The world thinks I'm moving, climbing up the hill, but I miss you quietly still. I see a color that you used to always wear. I smell the phantom of your sin inside the air. I stop myself from reaching for the telephone. I remind myself that I am walking on my own. It isn't violent like it was inside the start. It's just a dull and heavy aching in the heart, a resignation to the fact that you are gone. Even though the loving carries on and on. It isn't dramatic, it isn't loud or screams. It's just you walking through the middle of my dreams. And I miss you quietly, I miss you still, like the silence sitting on the winter hill. I don't make a sound, I don't make a fuss, I don't talk about the wreckage of the years. It's a hum inside the chest, a steady beat. It's the empty space beside me on the seat. The world thinks I'm moving, climbing up the hill, but I miss you quietly still. It's my burden, I'll carry it alone. Quietly, quietly. Polished every piece of rusty steel. I told myself the cracking wasn't real. I watered every flower in the bed, even though the roots were dry and dead. I saw a diamond in a piece of coal. I saw the half as if it were the whole. I made excuses for the silence and the space. I drew a smile upon your empty I was the champion of maybe and unless I was the cleaner of the emotional mess. I thought that loving you enough would turn the tide. I thought that I could keep the darkness all outside. But I stayed too hopeful, I stayed too long. I tried to ride a ride inside a wrong. I gambled on a horse that couldn't run. I waited for the setting of the sun. The red flags were waving in the wind, but I refused to let the reality in. It wasn't that I didn't see the truth at all, it's that I stayed too hopeful until the fall. I'm paying for the optimism now. I'm wiping off the sweat upon the brow. It's exhausting work to keep a lie alive, to force a dying engine to survive. You gave me every reason to depart, but I had patience tattooed on my heart. I thought that suffering was part of the design. I thought that waiting was a holy kind of sign. I thought that loving you enough would turn the tide. I thought that I could keep the darkness all outside. But I stayed too hopeful, I stayed too long. I tried to ride a ride inside a wrong. I gambled on a horse that couldn't run. I waited for the setting of the sun. The red flags were waving in the wind, but I refused to let the reality in. It wasn't that I didn't see the truth at all, it's that I stayed too hopeful until the fall. It gets higher and higher and higher. It's going to change. That's what I said. It's going to change. That's what I said. But it never does. It never will. And I'm the fool for waiting. Too hopeful. Too hopeful. Too hopeful. I sat in the chair while the room turned cold. I watched as the edges began to fold. I saw the cracks in the ceiling appearing. I heard the sound of the structure shearing. I could have walked out the unlocked door. I could have left my key on the floor, but I have a habit of gripping the sand until the pressure destroys the hand. I told myself it was noble to wait, to stand like a soldier guarding the gate. But loyalty turns into a dangerous crime when you're serving a sense of wasted time. I stayed until it hurt, I stayed until the burn, I stayed past the point of return. I let the silence tear at the skin, I let the loneliness tunnel its way in. I should have left when the sky turned gray, but I waited for the dark of the total day. I wore the damage like a favorite shirt, and I stayed until it hurt. Oh. my chest is empty of oxygen and hope. You were the fire and I was the wood, doing the damage that only you could. It wasn't a battle, it was a decay. Watching the spirit rot slowly away. I'm looking at scars that will never fade from the terrible choice that I quietly made. But loyalty turns into a dangerous crime when you're serving a sentence of wasted time. I stayed until it hurt, I stayed until the burn, I stayed past the point of return. I let the silence tear at the skin, I let the loneliness tunnel its way in. I should have left when the sky turned gray, but I waited for the dark of the total day. I wore the damage like a favorite shirt, and I stayed until I'm driving down the highway in the lane now, listening to the rhythm of the rain. I'm buying coffee at the corner store, I'm walking through the heavy revolving door. My life is moving in a steady line, body thin is functioning and fine. But in the spaces where the silence grows, the memory of you suddenly flows. It isn't sharp, it isn't like a knife, it's just a shadow on my current life, a gentle echo of a different time when you were the rhythm and I was the rhyme. I still think about us, I still visit the place, I still trace the outline of your face. When the world gets quiet and the lights go down, I take a mental walk through the old town. I know we're finished, I know we're done, I know we're not circling the same sun, but without a reason, without a fuss, I still think about us. I wonder if you ever feel it too, a sudden wave of me crashing on you. Or am I the only keeper of the flame, the only one whispering the name? It's not that I am trying to go back to fix the fissure or repair the crack. It's just a habit that I can't break, a lovely little lake for the aching sake, a gentle echo of a different time when you were the rhythm and I was the rhyme. I still think about us, I still visit the place, I still trace the outline of your face. When the world gets quiet and the lights go down, I take a mental walk through the old town. I know we're finished, I know we're done, I know we're not circling the same sun, but without a reason, without a fuss, I still think about us. I still think about us. lifting the heavy stone. I thought we were building a house and a home. I felt the sweat dripping down on my face. I assumed you were matching my speed and my pace. I was gritting my teeth, I was locking my knee. I was doing the labor for you and for me. I ain't never looked over to check on your grip. I was too busy steering the wheel of the ship. It felt so heavy, it felt so hard. I was dragging the future across the yard. I told myself, this is what lovers do. We carry the burden and pull us through. The audio snaps to our stereo. The violin soar. It feels huge and empty, but you watch me struggle, you watch me bleed. You watch me fulfill every single need. You stood in the corner and watched the show while I was down every undertow. It's not just the leaving that makes me mad, it's the silent deception of what we had. You let me believe we were in it together while you were just watching the change of the weather. I told myself, this is what lovers do. We carry the burden to pull us through. Tearing my bones a week from trying to climb up the mountain peak. I finally looked over to see where you're going and realized I was holding on alone. As the world ends, dropped it and crashed. I can't carry as much. In the fire, I didn't cut the tether and the wire. I'm just letting the slack begin to grow. I'm just letting the rhythm start to slow. I don't check the clock at 9:10. I don't look for secrets in the line. I'm untying the knots one by one. Underneath the setting of the sun, it's a quiet kind of surgery on the soul, filling in the edges of the empty hole. I'm not running from the ghost of you. I'm just learning what a heart is supposed to do. Scales that feel like a weightlifting. The decay delay catches the final words of each. Letting go slowly, bit by bit, giving up the pieces of the benefit. I'm exhaling breathe, watching the shadow begin to leave. It's not a sudden break or a violent snap, it's just the widening of the narrow gap. One day at a time, I'm finding the flow, and I'm letting go slowly. I saw your favorite sweater in the drawer, and I didn't fall apart onto the floor. I just folded it and put it in a box. I didn't feel the sudden heavy shocks. The colors of the memory are turning pale, like an old and dusty and a winding tale. I'm becoming a stranger to the pain, walking in a different kind of rain. I'm not running from the ghost of you, I'm just learning what a heart is supposed to do. Rising scales that feel like a weight lifting. The decay delay catches the final words of each, letting go slowly, bit by bit, giving up the pieces of the benefit. I'm exhaling the air that you used to breathe, watching the shadow begin to leave. It's not a sudden break or a violent snap, it's just the widening of the narrow gap. One day at a time, I'm finding the flow, and I'm letting go slowly, and I'm letting go slowly, I'm releasing you, I'm releasing you. I don't need the weight anymore, I don't need the anchor anymore. I'm drifting I woke up today and the sky was blue. I drank my coffee without thinking of you. I managed to smile at the checkout clerk. I managed to focus on doing my work. But the skin is still tender, the bruise is still deep. I'm fighting the demons inside of my sleep. I'm walking on legs that are shaking and weak. I'm careful with every word that I speak. Please don't ask me to run in the race. Please don't ask me to pick up the pace. I'm moving as fast as my spirit allows. I'm wiping the sweat from the furrow of brows, because I'm still healing, I'm still in the mend. I'm trying to get to the curve and the bend. The bleeding has stopped, but the ache is still there. I'm breathing in slowly, but fragile. It takes time to rebuild what was shattered apart. It takes time to restart a startled human heart. I'm not broken, but I'm not made of steel. I'm simply trying to heal. I met someone new and they looked in my eyes, but I felt the panic begin to arise. I wanted to open, I wanted to trust, but I'm still shaking off all the ashes ashes and dust. It isn't fair to them, it isn't fair to me to promise a fruit from a withered tree. I need to water the roots in the ground before I can make a joyful sound. I'm moving as fast as my spirit allows. I'm wiping the sweat from the furrowed brows. Because I'm still healing, I'm still in the man. I'm trying to get to the curve and the bend. The bleeding has stopped, but the ache is still there. I'm breathing in slowly, the fragile air. It takes time to rebuild what was shattered apart. It takes time to restart a stall human heart. I'm not broken, but I'm not made of steel. I'm simply too weak. Know it was shattered apart. It takes time to restart a startled human heart. I'm not broken, but I'm not made of steel. I'm simply trying to music sweat, it's just give me time, I'm getting there. I promise, just wait for me. Still healing, still I wore my best shirt and I combed back my hair. I stood in the front row with a hopeful stare. I watched as the lightning struck down on the street. I watched as the strangers began to meet. I saw the connection, I saw the spark, I saw the ignition inside of the dark. I held out my hand and I waited my turn for the fire to catch and the candle to burn. But the spotlight moved fast and the spotlight moved on. Before I could blink, the moment was gone. It stopped on the left and it stopped on the right, but it left me alone in the middle of the night. Love didn't choose me, it walked right past. It looked in my eyes, but the look didn't last. It picked out the others, the bold and the new. It found a destination in everyone, but who? I checked all the boxes, I played every part. I offer the whole of my innocent heart. It's a lottery drawn by a hand I can't see. And love didn't choose me. Was I too quiet? Was I too loud? Did I get lost in the noise of the crowd? I'm analyzing the shape of my face, wondering why I felt out of place. It's a specific rejection, a silent decree to be the only one standing underneath the tree, watching the apples fall into the stopped on the right, but it left me alone in the middle of the night. Love didn't choose me, walked right past. It looked in my eyes, but the look didn't last. It picked out the others, the bold and the new. It found a destination in everyone but who. I checked all the boxes, I played every part. I offered the whole of my innocent heart, but it's a lottery drawn by a hand I can't see. And love didn't choose me. Heavy cause I ignore the symptoms and the deeper cause. I thought your hands could stitch the open seam. I thought that we were living in the dream. I use your body like a hiding place. I use your smile to cover up my face. I felt the comfort of the sudden heat. I thought the victory was in the defeat, but the night still comes and the dinner's told. They follow me on every single walk. Your love is beautiful, your love is true, but it cannot do what I have to do. Love didn't heal me, it just held my hand while I was sinking in the shifting sand. It didn't fix the pieces of the glass, it didn't change the history of the past. I'm still the wreckage that I was before, just with a painting on the heavy door. I wanted you to save me from the debris, but simply love didn't heal me. To ask a human to make me brand new. You gave the water and you gave the bread, but you can't silence what is in my head. I'm sorry that I'm still a broken thing, despite the promise of the golden ring. The trauma lives inside the muscle deep. It doesn't vanish when we fall asleep. Your love is beautiful, your love is true, but it cannot do what I have to do. Love didn't heal me, it just held my hand while I was sinking in the shifting sand. It didn't fix the pieces of the glass, it didn't change the history of the past. I'm still the wreckage that I was before, just We fought the dragons and we climbed the wall. We answered every single desperate call. We held the line when the ground began to shake. We fixed the error and we fixed the break. I used my body as a human shield. I refused to let the spirit yield. I thought that passion was the ultimate law, that it could fix the fate of broken floor. We read the stories and we bought the lie, that hearts are eagles that are meant to fly. We stood together on the edge of the rim, ready to battle and ready to swim. But love didn't win, not this time around. We burned the castle to the naked ground. It wasn't enough to simply believe. It wasn't enough to never wanna leave. The world is heavy and the odds are strong, and sometimes the rhythm doesn't match the song. I hate the ending, but the ending is in, because love didn't win. On the hope I spent, I wanna take back all the letters sent. It feels like cheating, it feels like a sin, to fight a battle that you cannot win. But physics is stronger than a lover's vow. We are broken in the here and now. The fairy tale is closing up the book with one last devastating final look. We read the stories and we bought the lie, that hearts are eagles that are meant to fly. The love didn't win, not this time around. We burned the castle to the naked ground. It wasn't enough to simply believe. It wasn't enough to never wanna leave. The world is heavy and the odds are strong, and sometimes the rhythm doesn't match the song. I hate the ending, but the ending is in, because love didn't win. It's not fair. It's right fair. It conquers nothing. It saves no one. It just hurts. Didn't win. Didn't win. Didn't win. Didn't win. The clock on the wall is the only sound I'm pacing the floor round and round. The city outside is asleep in the gray. I'm replaying the end of the yesterday. I say your name just to test the air, to see if the magic is lingering there. But the silence is heavy, the silence is deep. It's a promise the darkness intends to keep. I throw a wish into the open well, waiting for the splash, waiting for the spell, but it hits the bottom with a hollow ring. I'm the only one left who is listening. It's just a midnight echo returning to me, a reflection of who we used to be. I shout I love you into the black, and the empty room just throws it back. just me and the midnight echo. I check my phone for a light on the screen, but it's dark and quiet, a cruel machine. I remember the way that your laugh would sound. It's the only treasure that I haven't found. The shadows are dancing a slow ballet, mocking the words that I wanted to say. I'm caught in a loop, I'm caught in a trap, looking for a road on a missing map. I throw a wish into the open well, waiting for the splash, waiting for the spell. It's just a midnight echo returning to me, a reflection of who we used to be. I shout I love you into the black, and the empty room just throws it back. It's a ghost frequency, a trick of the mind, leaving the peace of the morning behind. No answer, no whisper, no sign to show. Just me and the midnight echo. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm screaming at the walls, but the walls don't care. It's just me alone, we didn't wake up enemies one morning in the bed. We didn't scream the violent words that couldn't be unsaid. We didn't have a scandal or a sudden jagged break. We didn't have the mercy of a singular mistake. It started with the silence at the dinner table. It started with the loosening of the anchor cable. It was a subtle shift away, a cooling of the skin, a quiet little ending before we could begin. Like a sweater catching on a nail, like the wind dying in the cell. It wasn't a fire, it was a rust. It was a diamond turning into dust. We fell apart, slowly we fell apart quiet. We didn't have the energy to start a lover's riot. We let the water evaporate out of the glass. We sat and watched the heavy hours pass. It's a specific kind of torture, a specific kind of pain, to watch the sunshine slowly turn to rain. I almost wish you'd broken me fast and completely, but instead we fell apart slowly. I try to find the moment where the signal died. I try to find the exact day that we stopped trying to hide. But it's a blur of Tuesdays and boring afternoons of sitting in the darkness of the living was getting weak. We were looking but we didn't dare to speak. We were two ghosts haunting the very same hall, waiting for the ceiling to finally fall. And when a fire was a rust, it was a diamond turning into dust. Oh, we fell apart. Slowly we fell apart quiet. We didn't have the energy to start a lover's riot. We let the water evaporate out of the glass. We sat and watched the heavy hours pass. It's a specific kind of torture, a specific kind of pain, to watch the sunshine slowly turn to red.